watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is BMORE Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? It's me, your girl, Lady T, and this is BMORE Lifestyle from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Now, we got a lot to talk about today, so let's get to it. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is here with us, along with our very own Tara Reeves and Eric Rittmeyer. Good morning, you guys.
What up?
All
Good
right.
morning.
All right, so let's get started. Let me tell you right now, the big thing trending today, the unexpected guest that was buzzing around at the debate last night, the fly that landed on VP Mike Pence's head. Pence didn't seem to notice the bug that hung around for about 2 minutes. As the debate ended, about a dozen people created their own Twitter accounts for the fly. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden even got in on the fun, saying pitch in $5 to help this campaign fly. Ooh, the shade. So I need someone. Okay, Tara, start me off with the buzz about this incident.
Ooh. Here's the deal. Okay, not to take away from the Vice President of the United States, because that is an incredible honor, but you're always kind of like second in command, right? So this is your time to shine.
Right.
The VP debates, and you go viral for a fly landing on your head. I honestly feel bad for the guy, but at least he's gonna get a lot of notoriety. Everyone knows Mike Pence now.
Right, everybody knows him now. He's the guy with the fly. Eric, tell me what you think.
The guy with the fly.
I gotta address the important stuff. Who is gonna play that fly on Saturday Night Live?
Exactly.
I can't wait to see that. That they're gonna nail it.
Exactly.
And then I don't care. Here's the great thing about humor, right? I love the fact that we can find something with this debate that we can kind of all agree on, which it was hilarious. And then you got Joe Biden with his fly swatter in his hand. I mean, it's just funny. I don't care who you vote for. It's funny stuff. I cannot wait for Saturday Night Live. That's gonna be awesome.
SNL's gonna be hilarious on Saturday. Amy, finish. What do you think?
So when I was watching last night, I honestly thought there was a fly on my TV at first, and like went up to the TV to make sure there wasn't a fly there. But I think at least it shows everybody's watching, which is awesome. So hopefully everybody's watching and voting and participating in the election. And I think that's also the big takeaway. It's taking over our social media feeds.
Yes, and hopefully the fly is okay. We don't know who the fly is voting for at this time, and that'll be up next. Moving on, let me tell you, an app that's usually trick-or-treaters can now be used by families looking for safer ways to celebrate Halloween. Nextdoor's Treat Map has been up and running since October 1st. The app is often used to find out which homes are passing out candy and haunted houses in a neighborhood. But this year, Nextdoor says it's adding new features for families looking to celebrate and social distance. The map will now show which homes plan to display Halloween decorations. Some homes will also participate in a costume wave parade. Ooh, this is interesting. I like this. All right, so Amy, tell us, what do you think?
I love how people are getting creative this year despite everything going on. I know in my neighborhood, so many houses I think are decorated more than normal just because people are around and have more time and want to really get in the holiday spirit. So I hope people can find safe ways to still enjoy the holiday this year, and what's happening now in the country isn't going to disrupt all that fun.
Right. I wish it told us which house had the best candy. That's what I want to know. That's all I want to know at this. Tara, what do you think?
No, I completely agree. I think this is a great thing. I know we used to always drive around and see the Christmas decorations, and now more people are decorating for Halloween now that it's 2020, as Amy was saying. Of course, we have more time on our hands. I think people are trying to get outside more. And then once again, I've always felt bad in the past because I would go over to friends and families' homes and pass out candy, and so I would love to be able to tell people, like, don't waste your time coming to my place. So this is a great way for parents to really make the most of their time trick-or-treating with kids, knowing where they can go, and then once again staying safe.
Right. Eric, this is an interesting way to be using Nextdoor app. What do you think?
I tell you what, I'm a former Marine, right? I keep everything simple. We had an acronym in the Marine Corps. It was KISS. Keep it simple. I'll use silly. I'll say keep it simple, silly. I just take my kids. I find the area with the most houses, like, blah, there you go. Like looking at the app and be like, not this house, not that house. That's too much work for me. I'm gonna load them up with some costumes, a fly swatter. We're gonna go ding dong, and lights are on. We're knocking on your door. Give me some candy.
If you see people hiding, next house.
I'm looking for Moppy. Where's Moppy, Tara? I'm looking for Moppy.
Where's Moppy?
Moppy's hiding from haunted houses. We're not. JK. All right, up next, another celebrity revealed on The Masked Singer last night. If you didn't watch last night's episode, this is your warning. We'll wait for you to walk away, distract yourself. All right, now let's roll the tape. Now, I guessed it right the first time, but I switched my guess. So tell me, what do you guys think? Tara, start off.
Well, honestly, I am only aware of Brian Austin Green. I know he's on Beverly Hills 90210.
Yes.
But more recently, it's because I'm a big fan of Megan Fox. And so since they're going through the split, I'm like, maybe this is his way of like trying to get back at her, because I know he's been very public about trying to get back with Megan Fox. So maybe he's pulling this stunt to try and win her heart back. I mean, people are talking about him. I don't know if he's getting as much publicity as The Fly last night.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
I didn't think about that. Amy, what do you think?
Yeah.
Tell me.
I admit I haven't been watching The Masked Singer. I go to bed so early because I work such early mornings. So you need to catch me up, Tiff. I mean, that was a surprise for me, so that was fun watching that little segment right there.
I know. Eric, what did you think? Quickly.
First off, I can't see Ken Jeong any way other than hopping out of a trunk butt naked like he was in Hangover, number one. Number two, Brian Austin Green, who? I only see Megan Fox. Every guy loves Megan Fox. That's all I see. I don't know who he is.
My man got dissed and dismissed. That's so sad. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in the chat today. You guys are hilarious. And we want you to tell it, did you correctly guess who was under the giraffe mask, like myself? Or did you think it was somebody else? Let us know. Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote and tell us about it. Or go on our Fox 45 News app. Under Explore, you can find the spot to vote, and at the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. More and more celebrities looking to join Onlyfans, how they're using it to make more money during the pandemic. And get a taste of Baltimore with our new segment, BMORE Eats and Drinks. We'll take you to our first stop up next.
You're watching BMORE Lifestyle.
This BMORE Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Baltimore Spirits Company.
Hey Baltimore, it's me, Lady T. Thanks to Baltimore Spirits Company, we're here at the Union Collective on West 41st Street in Baltimore for our BMORE Eats and Drinks segment. Now, the Union Collective is an assembly of independently owned Baltimore-based businesses. Here in this former Sears warehouse, the Union Collective revitalized this industrial area. Now let's go inside this unique place called Baltimore Spirits Company. Follow me. So we're joined here today by Max Lentz of the Baltimore Spirits Company. He's the CEO and founder of Baltimore Spirits Company. How you doing, Max?
I'm doing great. Happy you're here.
Oh gosh, well thank you for having us here today. So tell me a little about what is the Baltimore Spirits Company?
Baltimore Spirits Company, we are a small little distillery in the heart of Baltimore City.
What inspired you to come up with VSC, as you called it?
We knew we always wanted to be creatives in the city. And once we got a little older and realized that Baltimore had this beautiful distilling history that had completely kind of disappeared from the landscape, we thought, what better place to kind of make our mark than to bring something historic back to the city to be proud of, that also gave us space to do creative work that nobody else in the city was doing anymore.
So Max, please give us a tour.
Absolutely, let's take a walk. So we are standing here between two giant stacks of Baltimore distilled rye whiskey. It's the first rye whiskey distilled in Baltimore for about 75 years since distilling really left the city.
Tell me, what part of the process is this?
So this is really where all the magic happens. This is the still. And it might not be the prettiest still in the world, but we designed it ourselves. It's actually modeled after some very old Scotch stills. And it was built for us by one guy in the United States, and he shipped it to us, and it's the biggest still he ever bought. And let me tell you, it's really magical. We've won some of the biggest awards in the world in distilling straight off of this still.
Wow.
It's incredibly inefficient. We do a style of distilling called pot distilling. This still, even Pot distilling in general is much more inefficient than column distilling, which was much more common in the US, but our stills in particular are actually some of the absolute slowest in the world, sometimes 3 and 4 times slower than even the slow stills in Scotland.
So why this slow type of distilling then? What made it so special?
There's just no replacing the quality of spirit that comes off of these stills. The slower and more meticulous you're kind of willing to put up with, the higher quality spirit's going to be coming off, and we just happen to be obsessed with quality, and we're willing to kind of sacrifice it all, work the long hours to do something really special in Baltimore. Because if we were going to make rye whiskey in Baltimore, we want to make sure that it's a rye whiskey worthy of the name.
Well, Max, thank you so much for showing us around. We look forward to learning more about Baltimore Spirits Company.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming.
This BMORE Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Baltimore Spirits Company.
Live beautifully well. What you can do to manage your time and energy right now. Also, Sister Act 3 finally coming to life. The reason Whoopi Goldberg says it took this long.
This is BMORE Lifestyle.
Welcome back. This morning we're spilling the tea and dishing on what's happening now. So a lot of tributes are continuing to pour in for rocker Eddie Van Halen. He died of cancer at the age of 65. His heartbroken son, Wolf, he said every moment shared with him was a gift. And then Gene Simmons also is mourning him as well. And he said that he's not only a guitar god, but he's a genuinely beautiful soul. So a lot of celebrities chiming in about this legend. We're losing a lot of legends in 2020 this year, I tell you. So rest in peace to him. Also, a lot of celebrities are starting an Onlyfans page. A lot of celebrities like Cardi B, Tyga, Jordan Woods, and Bella Thorne. So Onlyfans is a subscription-based website on which people can pay a monthly fee to receive photos and videos directly from their favorite content producers. And they say it's an easy way for them to make money at home, especially during the pandemic when they're not having very many shows. You see there, Jordan Woods actually started Onlyfans page too. And there was some drama over the weekend with Tyga and his OnlyFans page. I don't know if you guys saw how he went viral for showing a certain body part of his. So, but up next, okay, Joe Jonas, he dyed his hair pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I love it. Pink actually doesn't look too bad on him. Okay, I see you, Joe. Also, Whoopi Goldberg said, we will be getting a Sister Act 3 movie. She confirmed it on The Late Show with James Corden this week. Now, she said, what took so long, right? Well, she said they thought no one wanted to see another Sister Act movie. So now they're attempting to get the cast back together. They're trying to get the group of nuns together too, just so that they can make sure they can, you know, provide us with another great Sister Act movie. I was a fan. I love the first 2 movies. I can't wait to see what they're going to come up with next. Also, great news. Kelly Rowland, she just debuted her baby bump on the cover of Women's Health magazine. Congrats to her. And this is now her 2nd child with her husband. And that's congrats to her. That's fantastic. Also, Meghan Trainor also revealed that she's pregnant too. So lots of tea to unfold there. Now, for all the tea that you love and deserve, of course, follow me at My Fair Lady Tea. And make sure you tune in to BMORE Lifestyle every single day at 11:30. Now, go sip on all that tea, you guys. Also, it's shaping up to be a great day outside. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is here. Amy, could we see 80 degrees again soon?
How about 70? We're going to take it down about 10 degrees. Back to reality today, but we got a lot of pictures of everyone enjoying the beautiful day yesterday, and today's going to be pretty just in a different way. So let's take a look at some of these pictures here. This one actually comes to us from meteorologist Jonathan Myers. He was out enjoying the beautiful warm day yesterday with his boys. They were hiking yesterday and taking advantage of the dry day and enjoying some wildlife at the same time. Now this picture comes to us from Deep Creek. You can see a little bit of sunshine there. This is actually from today with fall-like temperatures, and you can see they're actually starting to see some of those pretty fall colors peep through on their leaves. But we are looking at a pretty day right here in Baltimore. This actually comes to us from Towson, our Towson camera, showing bright sunshine overhead. I do see a lot of green on the trees there, so not really seeing those pretty fall colors just yet. but it feels like fall today. We've got winds picking up from the north, ushering in some much cooler air, and our temperatures reflect that. So mid-60s to start. We're at 66 now at the airport, mid-60s in Bel Air and in Annapolis. All these numbers should go up some today. It's not going to be 80, but we should near 70 before the day is over. And we'll squeeze in a couple more days like this before our next weather maker gets here, and that next weather maker actually involves with Delta, or what's left of it by the time it reaches us. So take advantage of these dry days if you have to mow the lawn or get any yard work done. Today would be a great day for that. We have those winds coming in from the northwest with temperatures peaking near 70 this afternoon. Now let's talk about the actual pattern and where that next chance for rain is coming from. High pressure helps keep us dry today, tomorrow, and actually for the start of the weekend, but then we turn to the tropics. That's Hurricane Delta, still a Category 2 storm in strength, producing max sustained winds now of 105 miles an hour, but that is expected to make a landfall along the Gulf Coast within the next 24 hours by actually Friday afternoon, Friday evening. So here's a look at the storm currently traveling northwestward at 14 miles an hour, producing those very strong winds up to 105 miles an hour. We are expecting still some intensification here as it moves through the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. So let's take a look at that latest track from the National Hurricane Center. Briefly, a Category 3 storm, but then it does weaken slightly as it enters those cooler waters right near the coast, but it is expected to make a landfall. Actually, in the same location, Laura made landfall back in August as a strong Category 2 storm. You'll notice as it moves onshore, it's going to produce heavy rain, gusty winds, actually very strong winds along the Gulf Coast, but then it will eventually weaken as it heads our way. So let's take a look at that rainfall forecast along the Gulf Coast. Some locations in line to pick up 5, even 10 inches of rain there, combined with storm surge. Flooding will be a major concern. If you track that storm as it heads our way, not nearly that much rain, but it looks like some locations could pick up just shy of an inch as we head through the end of the weekend into Monday. So here's how that plays out in your full 10-day forecast. You'll notice we remain dry and falling for the next couple of days, but then here comes that moisture, the remnants of Delta. Looks like most of those will hold off now until late Saturday, so most of the rain comes through Sunday into Monday. Both of those days look like washouts. After that, we're briefly warm on Tuesday with highs near 80, and then dry and more seasonable for the end of this 10-day. Wednesday through week's end, actually into the following weekend, looks a little better with highs settling back into the mid and low 70s. Back to you.
This BMORE Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Amani Nickel Wellness.
Welcome back. Now, you may already be beautiful, but are you beautifully well? Let the health experts Amani Nicole Wellness show you a better way to manage your time and energy in order to enjoy a healthier lifestyle. Hello, how are you doing today?
Hi, how are you, Lady T?
I'm doing great. Oh, look at that smiling face. I'd love to see that in the morning. Okay, so now, Miss Nick Sweeney, a master certified health coach with Amani Nicole Wellness, is here with me today. What does Amani Nicole Wellness provide?
Well, we are a wellness studio designed for goals. So we offer sauna and vibration plate therapy. There's liposculpting with cryo-lipo. We provide foot detox baths. Ooh. And of course, most importantly, the health coaching that supports their healthy goals.
Wow. Okay, so explain the holistic approach to women's wellness for us.
Well, Lady T, if we think about it, most of us as women, we have two very common barriers to our time and our energy. So Beautifully Well is actually an innovative approach that gives women access to a monthly program where they carve out an hour to 2 hours a week. Yes. Oh, wow. And they're coming in and they're doing their therapies, and that's encouraging them other heads.
Okay. So now, as a master certified health coach, how do you support your clients?
Is that we make. So if you think about it, what comes first? Exercise and healthy eating.
Okay.
So that together we can collaborate our plan to get them to where they would like to be.
Okay, got you. Now, with your diabetes prevention program, it's CDC recognized, right? So what makes your program different from others?
Well, our program is all virtual, so it's completely available to any woman. But it also, our Monday Night Live classes incorporate food demonstrations, exercise demos, as well as that supports each other's changes that they're making.
Okay. Well, Nick, thank you so much for your insight today. You've left us all feeling beautifully well. All right. Now, we want you to tell it. Did you correctly guess who was under the giraffe mask? Submit your vote now. And we wanted you to tell it. Did you correctly guess who was unmasked last night? Just like I did. Here are our results. Okay, so 80% said they had no idea. I should have stuck to my original guess, who was Brian Austin Green. I switched it for Travis Barker, but you know, thank you guys for weighing in and voting on that. And we've got a great show lined up for tomorrow. Indulge in your craving for pumpkins and sweets. The Domino Sugar Fairy makes a virtual stop to BMORE Lifestyle.
Find out how to have your business featured on BMORE Lifestyle. Email us at bmorelifestyletv@foxbaltimore.com.
Baltimore, thank you for inviting us into your home. Remember to live, laugh, and love. Stay strong, Baltimore. We'll see you tomorrow.